You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Buffa. Only in Newsday, a judge has ruled Nassau authorities will get Rex Heuermann's guns after a 30-day waiting period. Investigators are looking to pursue firearm charges against Heuermann. Suffolk police seized more than 280 guns from his Massapequa Park home back in July. The 59-year-old architect is charged in the killings of 3 women and is a top suspect in a 4th killing. Now, to read the latest on the Gilgo killings investigation, go to Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. And Suffolk Police Commissioner Rodney Harrison is stepping down after nearly 2 years in the role. So what's next for Harrison and the department? Sherry Einhorn has more.
Suffolk's top cop says he's stepping down, but hasn't said yet what's next. Rodney Harrison was the first black commissioner of the Suffolk Police Department after 30 years with the NYPD and chief of that department.
This is somebody who can do just about anything from here.
County Executive Steve Bellone, who can't run again because of term limits, appointed Harrison 2 years ago and today questioned what more the 54-year-old can accomplish here.
When I nominated him, talked about the top priority being the Gilgo Beach serial murder case, and with his investigative experience in the NYPD, he was the perfect choice, and he got it done.
Harrison created the task force last year, bringing together multiple law enforcement agencies to review the unsolved Gilgo case. 13 years after the first remains were discovered, Massapequa Park architect Rex Heuermann was arrested and charged with 3 of the killings. Harrison telling Newsday, quote, "It was a challenge, but I will say this, just being able to bring the law enforcement people together to get to that point, to identifying our subject, was a major accomplishment for me in law enforcement, being able to bring comfort to the families." Initially, Harrison's last day as head of this department was today, but that has since changed. The commissioner is now expected to stay on until sometime in the middle of December. No word yet on who might take his place.
There are a few names that are being floated about. One that we're hearing is the former police chief, Stu Cameron. I've also heard the name Gerard Hardy, who is the current chief of patrol.
Ultimately, that decision is up to the new county executive. Whoever it is, Harrison told Newsday in August.
We'll say that if anybody that comes in behind me and they choose to dismantle the task force, shame on them. The task force is what got us in the place where we are today. A lot of great work.
In Yaphank, I'm Sherry Einhorn for Newsday TV.
A lawyer is asking to merge lawsuits from Long Island school districts on the mascot ban. Now, the ask is to consolidate cases from Wantagh, Connecticut, Amityville, and Wyandanch. 13 school districts on the island were impacted by the state's name ban. Districts that don't comply will risk losing state funding. And political corruption is top of mind in the town of Oyster Bay. Macy Eglin and Ted Phillips have the story you'll see only in Newsday.
We are here at Theodore Roosevelt Memorial Park in Oyster Bay with Newsday's Town of Oyster Bay reporter Ted Phillips. We've been going town to town, highlighting different issues residents are focused on. And here in Oyster Bay, Ted, we know they've unfortunately had some issues with town leaders in the past. So what are residents here telling you?
Well, the town has had some problems in the past, but it was supposed to be turning around in 2019. The town board appointed an Inspector General, Brian Noon, but he stepped down in June after reports came out that he had approved the contract for a business associate of his. Today, the district attorney's office is investigating this to see if there was any criminality. We don't know where that's going to lead.
We are here on the waterfront. We know shell fishing is big here in Oyster Bay. What's the latest on that?
Well, the town for decades had a long-term leases with one company, Frank and Flowers and Sons, and they dominated the shell fishing in Oyster Bay Harbor, right back here. The town has indicated that when the latest lease expires next year, that they don't want to go that route. They want to actually split up into smaller leases with multiple companies so that one company doesn't dominate the harbor and the shell fishing industry here.
We do know one good thing about the town of Oyster Bay right now is they're doing pretty well financially.
Well, financially, they've improved a lot. In 2015, that was kind of the low point for them. It's been improving ever since. So a big part of the improvement has been the result of a tax increase in 2016. The town did scale that back a little bit, but they have been, for years now, they've been taking in more money than they actually need to run the government. And that has allowed them to generate large surpluses, but also to increase salaries of town employees.
Could we potentially be looking at a tax cut here? here for these residents?
Well, there's at least one town board candidate who would like to cut taxes next year.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on it. Thank you, Ted.
Thank you.
Now, to read more about the issues in Oyster Bay and what matters in your town, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Henry Viscardi school students are being introduced to robotics. The superintendent says the skills will help them not only in school, but later in life.
Anytime we can give students the skills that we think are going to be important as they not only transition in our school, but eventually graduate, and giving them those skills to be competitively employed would be great.
Hands-on experience with Legos and with robotics. All right, let's take a look at your Long Island weather, and we have some really good news for you. It's going to be a gorgeous day tomorrow. Temps near the 60s. Now, it's not going to be super sunny. We'll have clouds, but just take a look at those temps in the upper 50s, if not low 60s. Let's hope at least.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated. Feed Me is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
From Japanese Doritos to Chinese white peach oolong Oreos, one local store is selling some rare eats. Scott Vogel has a look at exotic snacks in today's Feed Me TV.
Okay, it's decision time. Which is it going to be? The collection of exotic snacks from around the world on the table? Or what's inside this mystery box?
I'll take the box.
Exotic Snacks Long Island is a 2-year-old company whose owner surfs the internet daily for crazy snacks from all around the world.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff in here.
Among the site's most popular products are mystery boxes filled with, well, it's a mystery.
Ketchup flavored Lay's. Exactly like you thought it would taste. So these are sandwich cookies made by Icy. They smell and taste exactly like an Icy. They even have that kind of fizziness. I mean, no reason, but not bad.
And each treat is like a mini trip to a faraway land.
These are Chinese Oreos.
Japan.
I'm eating eels at Tsukiji Market in Tokyo.
Thailand.
Happy Hour, Go-Go Girls, you know, the reclining Buddha.
Detroit.
Crumbling infrastructure, but cheap housing.
The snacks are sold at a store in East Islip, as well as on the Exotic Snacks website.
Shrimp Doritos? I want you to smell this. It doesn't taste as bad as it smells. Okay, wait. These are potato sticks with chocolate banana sauce on them. Is that not what you've been waiting for your whole life? Now, these are chips that were created by Exotic Snacks in honor of the rapper Big Pun. I don't know his music, but I like his chips. I wouldn't mind being on my own chips. Salty, sweet, salty, sweet, salty, sweet. These are Fruit Loops. They're cereal straws. Bubblegum flavored soda. See, my mind is racing right now. These are panda flavored. Peppa Pig gummy. You know, I'm just about to hit the wall and I'm just gonna crash really hard, I can tell. Solution, more cotton candy soda.
Can't say it looks boring. Now, for more on exotic snacks, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Newsday has complete coverage of the races affecting Long Island with regular updates from Newsday TV's state-of-the-art studio and interactive voter's guide to all races in Nassau and Suffolk counties. Your source for election coverage is Newsday.com/LI votes.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Ken Buffa. Thank you so much for joining us. We leave you now with a look at your 7-day forecast.